Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Saw another streamer using this as their intro to their videos. DGen Mostly doing Marvel heroes. It's good. But for me, well, mateys, lads and lasses, it be showtime. Arr, arr. Okay, Corsair Cove. Story mode, because that's what's available to us. We're in the demo for Corsair Cove. Pardon the yawn. Okay, I'm almost better now. For, you know, some value of better. Yo. Spelling mistake.
Pirate hunters roam the seven seas. Hunters like Amara.
Grizzly is Grisl.
Never thought I'd end up in Hungary.
Not like the bear.
I'll hand it to her. She made only one mistake. She threw me in with a solid crew of pirates.
Aye, our lads.
This might be worth a shot. Good thing I was able to hide this.
I wonder where he hid that. A bomb the size of a softball. Smuggling that into a prison. That's going to be painful. Hey, Lone Star Wolf.
Look at us.
It does be Pirate Lands. And it isn't even September 19th. Let's talk like a pirate day.
But we're still breathing. And that, my friends, is more than enough.
I always play something pirate related on September 19th. Annual Talk Like a Pirate Day.
To turn the tides of fate back in our favor.
Pardon the yawn again. Alright. Move the camera to the shipwreck.
Feast your eyes on this blighted rock we made. It may be our home for the foreseeable future.
Aye.
Well then, let's start with the base.
The last day of spring. What time does it change? I know that today is the first day of summer at some point. I don't remember exactly when it rolls over.
Well, why not build on the walls as well?
I found a shipwreck full of construction resources and an abandoned construction. Well, actually, it rolls over at some specific time. I believe. Sunday, June 21st at 4:24 a.m. Eastern. But 1:24 a.m. Pacific time. But if you were in Hawaii, it would be the 20th. So for you and I, yeah, the 21st. It doesn't change if you're in Hawaii until it's still the 20th. Come on, man. Pacific Islands, it's the 20th. You got to get with the clock and the calendar. Mostly you're correct. Mostly. Pirate camps are the central hubs of my island and are needed to make other buildings function. Oh, okay, I see. Pirate camp area. All buildings need to be placed inside the range of a pirate camp. Okay, that's the codex. That's true, they do live in the past. Well, I mean, you're living in the future because it's like, what? Almost 7 your time? 6 or 7? It's not even 5 for me. You found a sheet. Okay, we already did that. Building start as a construction site. This icon, I have no idea what that icon is. It looks like a rabbit and a wave. I really, honestly, I have no idea what that icon is supposed to be. Seriously. I don't see it. It's a construction site. This means it doesn't have the materials. I'm looking closer. I still can't make out what the icon is supposed to be. It looks like a rabbit riding the waves to me. Connect the shipwreck to the construction site using a connector. Once your building is connected, it is under construction. Okay, that one looks like a hammer. I can make that one out. I can speed up the process by changing the game speed. Pause. Unpause. Right. I will pause. Open the connections menu. Demolish connections. This is the connection we've got. I will select the connector. Connect the pirate camp to the shipwreck using green connector. Alright. Okay, well this will, too close to start. Oh, I see. You just connect them like that. Okay. You don't need to, we'll zoom it. We'll zoom in. I just want to watch a little, you know. Check out the animations. Gotta say, it's a beautiful looking game. Alright, they're building. I can see dudes wandering around doing their work. Yes, this is one of the demo games. I've got like 10 of them downloaded now. So far, it's kind of disappointing. The first and third ones basically were, this shouldn't have been released as a demo yet because the problems are too big. I mean, we could speed things up if we wanted. Oh, there we go. New building.
At least we sent her to the depths for
Teach is Blackbeard.
It takes more than that to kill a captain. We haven't seen the last of her. Words.
Look through the list of demo games, didn't see many that seemed interesting. I didn't at first either. I found, finally, by doing a search for specific things, I found a lot more options. Let's see. Our pirates need housing. Pirate camps provide only limited housing, so you'll need to build additional buildings. Access your pirate camp to check your current housing. Is that the camp? No. Not enough space. Well, which one's the camp? Access your pirate camp. That button. Ah! There we go. We've paused. Check on your current housing. Ah, housing. It's moderate. It's warm. It's not hot, it's not cold. You can place your tents on cliff sides or the land. And we have to, let's see, demolish, connections, building list, pirate camp, community. Not houses. All buildings must connect. Do we just... Buildings with the... Guess that's a fire icon. Are not connected to the pirate camp. Use connections to fix that. Select the pirate camp. Ah, here we go. So, we have 28 pirates and 2 officers, I'm guessing. Tried Sublight and you wasn't sure what it was. Seems fun. I have seen similar games. Muckluck last week was playing a similar sort of high-tech one where you equipped a vehicle with everything from wheels to guns and stuff. And mostly you drove around in circles. So it's not much really of a test of reactions, which is good because I'm old and my reactions are crap. I can place tents. We have 2 builders. Everyone's pretty satisfied right now. Okay, it says I can place tents. Building list. Community, pirate camp. Driftwood docks. Build a pirate camp, build a tent. I'm trying here, guys. You're not giving me much information. Pirates need housing. Pirate camps provide. Access your pirate camp. Pirate camp. There's an issue with housing. Right. Okay. Upkeep. Right. Open codex to housing. Where's pirate housing? On their own. Order to provide shelter. More housing will be needed. Place additional houses inside the area of the pirate camp to increase the available shelter. Okay. Toggle icons for all buildings. But I don't see where I can choose. There it is. All right. I can put it on the cliffs if I like. What is why place tents? Why not? Clicking doesn't seem to do anything. There we go. I made one. Yay. Okay, there we go. Perhaps another. We'll unpause. Miss T. And how be you doing? This lovely, morning? Possibly early afternoon? Something is in the way. Okay, well, I can't build there. Yes, I know. But we're building houses. It's hard for me to it'd be hard for me to maintain me appropriately piratey vernacular at all times. I hope you forgive me. I have placed tents. Oh, I have to build 3. Well, you didn't say that. There we go. They're carrying wood. Watching some of my YouTube VODs. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I understand the time difference could make watching me live difficult, if not impossible at times. I hope you're finding them entertaining. Thank you. Really, that actually is delightful. I am delighted that someone is getting use out of those. My numbers on YouTube used to go up very regularly. Used to go up very regularly. I went from basically no subs to 1,000 YouTube subs in no time. But Twitch changed so that you can't upload your VODs for 48 hours. Which means that by the time I upload my VODs, now granted, this whole time I was, my video's been going to live to YouTube the whole time as well. But because of the 48-hour wait, basically it absolutely torpedoes the algorithm. So nobody stumbles over my my VODs on YouTube simply because the algorithm stomps on it because they come out 48 hours afterwards. I would say this is not at all similar to Windrose. Windrose is more of a third-person survival crafting, and this one's more a colony sim.
Salvage won't last forever. We need to make more planks.
Okay, we need to make more planks.
I say leave it as soon as that is done.
We'd be fools to let this chance slip us by. You'll see, Honorata. This is just the start.
Okay, materials. Pause. Construction resources are used for buildings and ships. To make more of these resources, you'll need to build a place to gather them. Open the construction menu and select the woodcutter. Construction. Woodcutter. When you have the woodcutter selected, all fertile areas on your land are highlighted. Certain buildings need to be built on fertile areas so they can produce resources. Twitch won't let you download my VODs. It won't let me upload my Twitch VODs to YouTube specifically. unless they changed the policy in like the last year. I should try. Basically, any attempt I make... Yes, wood already. Well, you know... Never, I can't miss an opportunity for even the potential of a dick joke on this stream. I just can't. What would happen is I would submit them. I would, try to upload them, and everything would seem to be working, but they never showed up. And eventually, at some point, I tried one 48 hours, or maybe it just might be more than 24 hours. Anyway, I uploaded one, 2 days later, and that one went straight off. So I looked it up, and at some point, Twitch changed their policy about uploading or exporting your videos, uploading your videos, at least to YouTube. I don't know. So basically, a non-live video has a very different algorithm for finding it than a live video. So the live videos I make, because this is currently streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, is basically functions as a completely different ecosystem than Discovery for any uploaded videos. So I don't get anywhere near. I basically went from 0 to 1,000 subs on YouTube in, I don't know, 3 years, and now I'm at like 1,150 over the course of the last year and a half or so. So the pace just really stopped. How does YouTube even know a video came from Twitch? They don't. Twitch won't export them until they show up. Or until 48 hours, sorry. So the live stuff goes to YouTube and gets saved, as far as I know, forever. But that gets discovered by a completely different algorithm than something that is basically someone has created a YouTube video. YTDLP, I have not. If you could send me a Discord ping with that, I can remember to look it up. You've gone off using Twitch because it's driving you nuts with the most constant buffering. You can't even watch at usual 1080p. You have to go as low as 480p. Yeah, that's not acceptable at all. And their excuse would be, well, you're on the other side of the world. Yeah, you're using, or should be using, TCP/IP for delivery, so that shouldn't be a problem. You're Twitch. You have the money. You know who owns you. Maybe fix your technical problems, because there are many. Well, I'm just happy you're here, regardless of where you're seeing me, Miss T. You should be aware tells coming in from YouTube are more likely to have a longer delay, so it might take me a little bit longer to notice or for your message to show up, and then I'm old and I'll miss your message anyway. So it kind of works out. Place my woodcutter on a fertile area. Not enough space, not enough space, not enough space, not enough space. Something's in the way. Needs to be placed in a fertile. Oh, fertile. Okay. I'm guessing that the fertile will be clearly delineated by the fact that it says fertile area. When you have the woodcutter selected, all fertile areas in your island are highlighted. Certain buildings need to be built on fertile areas. Place your woodcutter. Did that. And then connect it to the pirate camp. Aye, matey, I will do that now. We be connecting. Cliff path. Connector. Cliff paths are like roads for cliffs. Well, I don't know. Do we need that? Too close to start. Oh. Okay, that won't work. So I guess it has to be a cliff connector. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Can't be placed on water. All right, the other thing, though, is what was a connector. Simple paths, bridges, and ladders. Roads are slightly faster than bridges and ladders. And it won't let... Oh, okay, that is almost making it. That should be working now. All hands on deck lets you increase production of a building by 50%. Its downside requires double the workforce and upkeep. Well, we don't have to worry about that because it's done. All hands on deck lets you increase production of a building by 50%. Right. Double the workforce and upkeep while active. Hardwood. Oh, we're here. We're back to hardwood again. If it's not Guild Wars Ancient Wood, and now Windrose Hardwood and Corsair Cove Hardwood. The dick jokes just write themselves around here, you know? Hardwood must be processed into planks before it can be used as a construction resource. Build a sawmill and connect it to the woodcutter. This will complete your first production chain. Okay. Yeah. Connections, construction, building list. What do we got? Tents, materials, woodcutter. We're looking for the sawmill. All right. Materials, woodcutter, housing. Why do we not have an option for... I tell you, even when they give you a decent tutorial, a lot of these sim games, they don't actually make things... Well, yeah, of course, rubber wood. That's the safest option, obviously, is rubber wood. We built the woodcutter, access the woodcutter. Select the woodcutter. New buildings. Okay, we had to click on that to open up the new building. That was not particularly well described. Sawmill. Can't be placed on the water. Not enough space. Needs to be placed in the pirate camp. Not enough space. It doesn't have to be in the fertile area, though, does it? I mean, we could put it over there, but we'd have to connect it up. Well, we'll drop it here. Production buildings that process other resources can be built anywhere. All they need is a pirate camp and access to the required resource. Your production needs two types of things: fetchers and hands. Fetchers fetch resources, hands handle production. Okay. Presumably, we have to connect presumably that will be enough. Oh. We're paused. We're not paused. We've got wood moving. Our wood is moving. Build one sawmill, okay? We're building. I found so many times in sim games where I get to a certain point and the instructions either are not clear enough, even in a tutorial, or you reach a point where your colony has gotten to the point where there is an issue, not enough food, not enough people to work here, not enough of this resource anywhere. Those kinds of issues where I have historically found it very easy to get stumped and frustrated. Some of that is old, but some of it also is a lot of times the games, the interconnections the Sims use are very complicated. which is appropriate. That kind of simulation has a lot of knobs and dials and switches and stuff. But a lot of times they do not do a good job in describing the interrelationships between all of the knobs and dials and switches. I selected the sawmill. Quest completed. Okay. We'll pause again while we read. Let's see. Pirates assigned to any building are split into fetchers and hands. The fetchers, they just look like the street people, and the hands look like angry drunks. Resources directed by fetchers are stored here. Number shows how many resources are produced a minute. 0 per minute. I hope we can keep that rate up. Produced resources are stored here until picked up by fetchers. Drain is shown on the right. Okay, stockpiling resources help optimize, build a warehouse, and connect it to the pirate camp, our mateys. To stockpile a resource, select a warehouse and click the plus. Okay, well, we got to make it first. Housing, materials, and community. Not nuts about the icons they're choosing here. Can't be placed on water. Good to know. Can it be placed there? How about there? Could be placed there. Do we want the warehouse up there? I don't know. Do we? Probably not. Oh, there? That seems like a good place for a warehouse. What do you have to do after you build the city? Well, I know you have to build the city and build boats and send the boats out on missions and build more boats. And eventually, in the story version of the game, which is the base version, you have to defeat the enemy, who is the admiral or captain who is bent on destroying piracy in the Caribbean because reasons. That looks like a good place for a warehouse. So we're building a warehouse now. I mean, I like sim games. I find them interesting. I like them because they're deep, lot of interconnected game systems. But a lot of times those game systems can be so obscured that you lose control of what you're trying to make. We don't have enough people. Why? Well, maybe we need more food. Okay, we'll get more food. Well, we got more food. Now we've got too many people. The interrelationships a lot of times are just very hard to keep track of. Okay.
Now let's empty our shipwreck and demolish it for more space.
Try the disk defrag sim. I just got that linked earlier. Was that you? Let's see. Stockpile resource. Click the bottom. Click the plus. Choose a resource to make a connection. I chose. Did that work? Choose a resource. I'd like to. Do I have to hold it down and drag? No, it says click. I click on it. Okay, now that should be selected. Got it. There's a little line at the bottom, whether it's selected or not. So now that should be going there. Connect resource. Not sure why that shows up. Planks. Okay, the warehouse is now storing planks. Okay, good. Yay! Us. Stockpile, select a warehouse and click find the building with the resource you want to stockpile. Click on the resource to assign a fetcher. Right, that's working. He's fetching planks. Planks? Planks is what we want. Used to get paid to defrag drives. Now we pay to defrag drives. Is the same. Yeah, I have spent a lot of time. It's funny. Last night, I was watching DGNTP. He streams. At least I'm watching him for his Marvel Heroes streams. And he asked if anyone knew what WizTree was, and I made a joke about It sounds like something a dog owner would have. And he says, no, it's this thing I found that, it scans your drive and it discovers files and how large the folders are and everything. And I went, oh, wait, I have got that. And I double checked and I have it. It is, I used it when I was running low on disk space and I found 50 gigabytes of cache being used that didn't need to be. So yeah, it's another one of those things Windows is so freaking terrible at, but WizTree is so fast. I actually ran it again last night, WizTree. Less than 5 seconds to completely scan the drive and allow you to click through folders to see the sizes of the folders they contained. Less than 5 seconds to scan. That's about 930 gig on my C drive. It's like that. All right, we've got a fetcher. Once the shipwreck is empty, it only takes up space. Let's demolish it. Click on the demolish mode near the construction menu. We're in demolish mode. While in demolish mode, click on any building or connection to demolish it. Important buildings like pirate camps or warehouses will warn you before. Click on the shipwreck. Windeer Stat will show you a graphic of the files so you can find the biggest ones quicker. Yeah, this was, I think, only text, although it does also have color mapping showing, lines of various colors. I was very impressed by WizTree. That's why I immediately recognized when he described it. Went, okay, yeah, I have that, actually. I have completed a quest.
It's uneasy. Something requires our attention.
We're live. Cohesion shows how well your pirate community sticks together. You can gain or lose cohesion in events when you have to defend your island. If cohesion drops to 0, your community falls apart, and you lose the game. Okay. Right. Resolve the Crown Castaways issue. Drifters and fetchers require housing. Hands also requiring additional upkeep, such as stew, to say satisfied. Stew. Campfires can produce stew for no cost. Their production is slow, but it'll do for now. A galley can distribute food to all pirates within the area of the pirate camp. Make sure enough stew is delivered to the galley, and your hands will stay satisfied. You guys hear that? You're going to be satisfied, right? They're never satisfied. If upkeeps aren't met, satisfaction will drop until it reaches 0. This will trigger an outrage, and you'll have to choose how to resolve the situation. Success will restore order, but failure will reduce cohesion and make the outrage worse. Okay. Resolve the Crown Castaways. Here you can check your cohesion. Where's that? Cohesion. Cohesion in Cambria is a terrific band. Cohesion. Do we see the cohesion icon anywhere? Oh, there. 75 out of 150. Okay. Resolve the Crown Castaways. Quest is completed. New quest, Trouble Brewing. I don't want to dismiss. I would like to see it. The crew's uneasy. Something requires attention. Where? Resolve. What am I missing? Is there a click key somewhere? Here you can check your cohesion. Evidently I can't because I'm trying to. Shows higher values afford more leeway when pushing through setbacks. If cohesion drops to 0, your group dissolves and the game is lost. We have one pirate camp. The crew is uneasy. Why? Let's see. No pirate camp connection. This building has no pirate. What? Which building is that? Oh, it's no longer going across because we destroyed the building that was there, which wasn't a building. It was a wreck. But evidently that's sufficient. All right, that'll work. Can we get rid of this one? Yes. Ha-ha! Here you can check your cohesion. The crew's uneasy. Something requires our attention. Start event. Oh, okay. We discover 2 of Amara's soldiers. That's she's the woman who sank our ship and wrecked us and is trying to kill all the pirates. Hiding amongst our crew, they claimed they were stranded here like us. We were about to slice their bellies open when they loudly renounced the crown and asked us to accept them as pirates. If we let them live, we lose 30 cohesion. If we spill their guts, we lose 20 cohesion and 2 pirates. I say we let them live. We can always slice their bellies open later. We take the hapless fools at their word and welcome them to the crew. Many grumble in protest. They see only traitors in the making.
Sometimes go for hard choices. A good crew sticks together through thick and thin. Lose that cohesion, and everything will fall apart.
Okay. Foods. Can we make the foods now? Let's see. A campfire. In case of dubious provenance, just roast it. That's pretty good advice. If you cook it, it's probably going to be fine to eat. Actually, that's not entirely true. For instance, if something has a mold on it, for instance, a lot of times, or if it smells bad, a lot of times, bacteria or mold or whatever, you can kill them by cooking it. But they have chemically changed the food itself and can leave toxins behind. Real toxins, not internet toxins. But actually, poisonous substances that if you were to eat, they would make you feel pooky. Why can I not build that there? It's green. Why can I not build it?
Well, I for one am starving. Is there nothing to eat on this uncivilized rock?
I'm trying.
That bloody pig. I'm in the mood for stew.
Hands are also required. Okay, yeah, but why are you not letting me build it? You see, it's connected. You can see the green connections to the other things. Not enough space. Theoretically, could go over there, but I don't want it there. I kind of want it here. Oh, there. Okay, this time it worked. Reasons unknown. Drifters and fetchers require housing. Hands also require stew. Yes. Campfires can produce stew. Galley can distribute food. Make sure enough of your stew is delivered to the galley, and your hands will stay satisfied. If upkeeps aren't met, satisfaction. Yeah. We found out about that. Okay. Do we have... Okay. Have I built the bar yet? Practical question. I like to think that we're making the food distribution location, and therefore I would like to think of it more as the bar snacks making location. Okay. Yes, campfires produce stew for no cost. Production is slow. Okay, we need a galley. Now I guess we can build a galley. Not enough space, huh? Not enough space. Holy crap, that thing's huge. We can build it here. Yes, nothing says pirate. Quite like an eating and drinking location way up in the air. So drunk pirates and altitude is definitely a way to keep population under control. Not enough space, but all right, fine. It's going up on the wall. They're in the mood for stew. I'm in the mood for stew. He prefers his full name of Stuart. That's to make sure only sober people can get up there to drink. I like the way you think. And if they want to leave, they probably shouldn't be there in the first place. I will also note, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this place is not OSHA approved generally, given the fact that there's not, I mean, this bridge has ropes to protect you. You got ropes over here. Are we going to get ropes there? I don't know. The housing, it really is a good looking game. The housing, outrage. Pirates can take a lot, but lack of food and proper shelter. How do we address this? Tend to this at once. They're fighting. Well, that answers our question as to whether there's booze. But they are actually fighting. If upkeeps aren't met, satisfaction will drop until it reaches 0. It'll trigger an outrage. You'll have to choose how to resolve it. Have rising satisfaction in all pirate camps for at least 120 seconds. Activate all hands on deck and at least one campfire. Okay. Campfire. All hands on deck. Campfire? Is that the campfire? That's the warehouse. That's the docks. That's the campfire. All hands on deck. Alright, I've activated all hands on deck. Rising satisfaction in all pirate camps for 2 minutes. Let's see, that's drifters, assigned pirates, pirate camps, coin, planks, stew. We're at 20 seconds. Okay, we're gonna. I'll stop right there. Satisfaction's going up. Who says you can't get no satisfaction? Can't get no girly action. Swift action satisfies everyone. Well done. Let's grab ourselves a few drinks. I have a question. Why only a few? Seriously. What kind of pirate has a few drinks? If you're not spilling them, are you really drunk? New building, moonshine still. That answers your question. Next up, moonshine. Shows a surprising amount of ingenuity just to get drunk. I feel personally attacked, but also it's accurate. Can we, whoop, 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 whoop. Can we, doesn't look like we can put it, oh, okay, yep. We'll put it comfortably close to,
This is the start. But for our pirate nest, we're still missing a vital establishment.
there we go.
Ah, yes. A treasury. Or perhaps a high-class brothel.
You mean the tavern, posh idiot.
All right, moonshine still can produce booze for no cost. Like campfires, their production is slow. Better ways to produce these resources will become available later. Thank God for that. As I showed last time, Lone Star Wolf, when I spilled my frickin' drink on Monday night. The advantage... There are two advantages to my choice of mixer. First, it's A&W, so it's tasty with vanilla and a little cream. And two, it's sugar-free. So it has no calories, and at least equally important in this case, when it dries, it doesn't leave behind a sticky residue. Moonshine Still can produce booze for no cost, like campfires, right. Tavern will distribute drinks to all pirates within an area of a pirate camp. Make sure you've got enough booze delivered to the tavern. Your crew will stay satisfied. Remember to assign fetchers to the tavern, to deliver the booze. Using warehouses to stockpile upkeep resources is a great way to secure your upkeep. Okay, well, we've got Moonshine Still. No, we don't. We've already got the still. Lens, we already have the still. That's the still. I guess we have to wait. We have to wait for it to be finished building. Game auto-saved. Game auto-saving. I am assuming those came one before the other. All right, we have the tavern in the town. No, we have the still in the town. Oh, come on. That just... Up there? The tavern all the way up there? It may be a little better be down here, I think. Fewer injuries. Autosave save when you are losing the game? Undoubtedly, but I assume you can also manually save. So you can manually save, try something stupid, have it fail, and then go back to the manual save. Let's see, the warehouse. We also want the booze to go there. Fetchers. We don't currently have any fetchers. So that should now also have connect resource. Made that, right? Doesn't look like it's connected. That should now be connected, I think. Oh. See, this UI is just clumsy. It's not telling me whether it's getting there or not. I think it is. That's making food. Assign fetchers. How do I assign fetchers? Assign a fetcher to the tavern to grab the booze. Click on the resource below to connect it. Booze. Rum. Wine. Select booze to assign a fetcher. I selected booze. Connect a resource. Remember to assign fetchers at the tavern to deliver the booze, using warehouses to stockpile. In stock 0. Upkeep connections 0 of 3. Select booze to assign a fetcher. Well, I've selected booze. Assigned pirates, drifters. Got a lot of drifters. That's all hands on deck. See, this is the thing I was talking about, the UI design. It tells you what you're supposed to do, but it's not telling me how to do it here. Select booze to assign a fetcher. I select it. Is that working? I don't know. Shut down the building, demolish the structure, start connecting. Connections. Okay, well, we don't need it's already connected. We don't need all hands on deck. I click on that, though, and I just get the notification. Yeah, I don't actually know if that's actually doing anything. Select booze. I did that. Connections says 03. Storage. Okay, I just don't seem to have any fetchers assigned pirates. I have only 2 fetchers assigned. Okay, how do I assign fetchers? Builders, fetchers, current pirates. The user interface it's so frustrating to me. Am I missing something obvious here, guys? I mean, I click here, these are drifters. I click right, and it just goes away. These are drifters, assigned pirates, assistant builders, game menu, codex. I mean, does it have to be going for anything to work? Resources. We've got coin, we've got planks, we've got booze and stew. Pirates, 7 Seas, Swabbies. Apparently we don't have any picaroons, scallywags, bombardiers, crow's eyes, buccaneers, navigators, marauders, renegades, or corsairs. But I have no idea how I'm supposed to get more fetchers. Or turn the drifters into fetchers. Read about population. Fetchers. You can only operate a building if you have enough drifters available. If a building cannot get all the hands it needs, it goes on shutdown. So it looks like they auto-assign fetchers. Remember to assign fetchers at the tavern. I would really like to. But there's no rum going in here. Select the tavern. The tavern's up there. Right, not the tavern. Is this the tavern? I can't remember now. Oh my God, it's floating way above it. And we've got the tavern and planks. Assign a fetcher to the tavern to grab the booze. Select the tavern. That's the tavern. Select booze. Click on the resource below to connect it. At the tavern? Oh my God. This UI so far is...
Things are coming together. All that's left is a pier, so we can build a ship.
How can I elevate my freaking camera? Let's see what options we have for camera, because everything, all the icons for the buildings is floating 50 yards over their head. Up. R and F. Okay. Evidently, I'm going to have to be up here, because literally the icon was up here.
Harmonia, we need a tavern keep in here. Coming.
Building a pier. It's time to build a pier so that you can build, manage, and upgrade your first ship. Piers can only be placed in specific slots on the island. They also need to be within range of a pirate camp. All right, we're going to build a pier now. A shallow pier. Something's in the way. Something's in the way. Can we rotate? Not that I can see. Needs to be placed in a pier slot. Is that over there? Build your pier here. Okay. All right. Then it snapped too. Fine. That's fine with me. Okay. Need to connect it up. Where's the connections? Connections. Long way. There we go. Connect the pier. Let's see. Nope. Oh, okay. Unexpectedly, that works. Too long. You gotta be kidding. By one? Are you... I gotta say, man, the game looks cool and interesting. But they're making it really difficult to get things done. Are you not connected to the pirate camp? Sure looks like you're connected to the freaking pirate camp. You had to exit the building phase for that to wake up. They are really making it miserable to try and get things done. Amara is back.
Amara? How the hell did she make it here?
Amara ship. Send a ship here to play the event. She's coming to attack our island and we can stop her before she arrives, but we'll need a good ship. It's time to build a pier. I did that. What are we waiting on? Build a pier. We built a pier. Okay, where's the... What are we supposed to do? Build a ship now, right? Shallow pier. Upgrade to a trade pier. No. Start ship construction. No. Time to build a pier. We did that, guys. That was done. Repair, replace, dismantle, open loot pile. It's frustrating. Open the codex. Why? We finished that. We built the pier. Why is that still saying the same thing? There she is. No ship built. Well, yeah, no shit. We can stop her, but we'll need a good ship. Conditions. Embark conditions not met. This is not helpful. What the fuck?
We better have a gun tower or better ship ready in time. We better duck for cover. Everyone, to the tavern!
Well, that is a good choice to hide in. Edward Teach, Blackbeard. I think that's supposed to be me, which looks more like me than I would have expected because I didn't design that to look like me. Defenses breached. The attacking ship is bombarded our island. We lost many pirates and buildings. 2 pirates, 10 cohesion. We're down to 45. Click on the marker to start repairing. Click on which marker exactly. Been attacked, some buildings have been destroyed. Destroyed buildings show this icon. Click on a damaged building to start repairs. One at a time, it seems like. This will cost construction resources. Ships let you explore the 7 seas to build one, access your pier, start construction. We tried that, do you remember? Game successfully auto-saved. Yay? No, we don't need all hands on deck. So I was trying to rebuild everything. Alright, that's rebuilt. Input resources not available. Oh, that's charming. Oh, okay. Repair all buildings. There we are. Good evening to you, Dark Machinist. I hope your evening is good, and perhaps dark. Not dark here yet, but you do you, as they say. Lone Star Wolf, currently at a 170 streak.
Let's build one. It's about bloody time.
Thank you. You're not a sane human being, and I like you all the more for that. Ships. All right, 10. Everything appears to be fixed. Are they going to let me build a boat now? Open loot pile. We have no loot pile. Click to start. Start construction. Okay, here we go. Not dark yet. Neither is it here. The Landlubber is not a good ship. She's slow, underpowered, and doesn't have much space for crew. But she's more than enough to learn the rudiments of sailing, fighting, and plundering. Select your first ship. All ships have different stats. So health, supplies, boarding damage, maneuverability, crew, gun damage, speed, and armor. Crew will be 15. It'll cost 15 planks. I can assure you, that is exactly, historically, what it takes to build a ship. Require different types of crew. This one's require swabbies. The stronger the ship, the higher the construction cost. We can go with a landlubber. Moonlight is a prowler. We can't make that yet. The azimuth is a prowler plus, and the nightshade is a higher tier of prowler. We would go with like a 3. Select first ship. Well, gee, we should select the one we could build or the one we can build. We're going to build this ship. Just now got the watch stream to count after you had to restart your web browser 4 times. You are very stick-to-itive. I was that way for a while. In the last week, have broken the habit. My watch streak for Engelbert Meow was like at 90 or 95. is a follow. Id skill, I believe. I have a speech for this. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Thank you. But having missed an EBM stream at like 90 or 95, and then not being told or realizing that you could watch the VOD to re-enable the streak, it died there. And so I have now let a couple of my other streaks lapse. The way Twitch tracks watch streaks is broken. Well, Twitch being broken is not news. Did I click the build ship? I'm going to build the ship. We're building our ship now. Wow, I've got to say, as an expert in ships, that is a raft. Oh, okay, now it's a ship again.
Beauty.
Beauty. It's a floating turd.
And who shall be the proud
That was uncharitable.
One of us has to do it.
Assigning a captain. Your ship needs a captain and a crew before it can set sail. Let's start by assigning a captain at the pier. Most of the times Twitch won't even tell you when you miss a stream. A lot of times watching VODs won't help. Well, it's Twitch. That doesn't surprise me. Their technical expertise. Well, the E in Twitch stands for expertise. And yes, I can spell Twitch. A ship needs a captain and a crew before it can set sail. Let's start by assigning a captain at the pier. Your captain choice will affect your ship's stats and unlock unique abilities in events. As you progress, you'll unlock new captains as well. Time to hire crew. All right, we'll start with that then, the crew. Assign a captain. Okay, we've got 4 different captain choices. Edward Teach, Blackbeard. Captain's card. Easy as murder. Gain an additional die next turn. That's right, this had, from what I saw watching someone else play, the Sea Combat had kind of a card-based mini-game to it. If you deal damage to opponent heart, the effect continues. Hatred is power. Increases health by 20% and gun damage by 20%. Those both seem pretty good. So that's Teach. This is Kanja. He's a spice thief. All or nothing. Gain 3 dice pool next turn. Wow, he's really sure of himself. I like the hands on his hips. Hello, ahoy mateys. If your dice pool result is less than 5 next turn, it becomes 1. Okay, that seems kind of crap. Increases supplies by 20% and speed by 20%. That's not bad. We have Scarlet. She has really pretty eye. Rise up, mateys. Gain a 1 die pool for the rest of the objective. Increases health by 20% and boarding damage by 20%. And lastly, Honorata. No risk, no fun. Gain supplies based on dice outcome. Take double damage to personnel, I assume. That looks like people's. And Brave Explorer increases speed by 20% and maneuverability by 20%. I don't think so. And I don't like his all or nothing, as having your dice, if your pool is less than 5, it becomes a 1, seems bad. Health and boarding damage seems good. His seems pretty good, too. But let's go with Old One Eye here, I think. Perks can affect ship and dice rolls in events.
That's what I like to hear.
Boob cam. Pause the sawmill building. Really? Sawmill, how do we pause? Pause. Shut down the building? No. Demolish the structure? Click pause button. Where? Oh, pause. Up there? I paused it. Time to hire the crew. However, you might have drifters, not have drifters available for a fully manned ship. You can shut down the building to free up drifters for more important tasks. Oh, shut down the building. Free up 3 drifters. Okay, we have shut it down. Hiring crew. To man your ship, you turn drifters into crew. Each crew requires upfront hiring cost as well as continually consuming upkeep resources. For now, you can only hire swabbies. They can be assigned to any ship, but won't improve its stats. As you progress, you'll unlock advanced crew types that require different upkeep resources. Wine instead of cheap booze? Use the overviews to learn more about each crew type. Hiring crew. Crew limit, 15. Well, we got 14 out of 15. That'll have to do. Place the ship. Dismantle the ship. Open the loot pile. I think we're done. We're paused. Hire at least 10 crew. I just did that.
All ships and ready to go.
Mara cannot go far. Let's get our berries.
Enter the discovery point near your island. Press M to view the 7 seas. Click on the discovery point. I don't like that it sort of overlaps. The tutorial thing should be in a different location. It shouldn't be overlapping them. This quiet patch of sea has mostly been forgotten to the world at large. Our presence there is sure to change that. Possible loot. We can get more drifters, some black powder, and Cohesion. Cohesion in Cambria. Great band. Let's embark. Any ship with a captain and crew can travel to an event. We saved. You can select a ship by clicking on the captain's portrait of the ship. Pressing embark button will send events. Many events are struggles between your ship and an opponent. Opponents differ based on event and may be another ship, a port, sea beasts, harsh weather, conditions, and more. An event completed when all its objectives are achieved. Enter the Discover region. Okay, here we go. We're going to discover a region. Complete the crown battle. We're going to have some battles going on. Let's see, first of all, we've got 24 out of 24 health, 14 out of 15 crew, 20 out of 20 supplies. Our gun damage is 2, our boarding damage is 3, our speed is 2, our maneuverability is 2, our armor is 2. Crew, we got 14 swabbies. Our cargo, we got none. Well, we're not a cargo ship, we're pirates, for God's sake. Are you not paying attention? Crown battle. An event has started. Finish the objective to win. Reduce the enemy health to 0. Dice pool. The number of dice you roll in an active turn. It's official, an NC development team in Korea has been hard at work developing a digital competitive card game set in the Guild Wars universe called Mistbound. Well, we knew about Mistbound, and we've been hearing about a card game for years. I mean, like, at least 3, maybe like 5 or 6. So it doesn't surprise me. I'd be interested to know if it was NC completely, or if they also, I mean, obviously for things like names and lore and stuff, they were working with, very cool. I will check on that after the stream for sure. Or whether they, yeah, obviously they used ArenaNet employees for information for things like setting and characters, all that stuff. But I wonder if they also had some of the dev people, the design people involved, or if it was completely an NC run show. Thank you for letting me know. I look forward to reading about that. Dice pool, the number of dice you roll in the active turn. Health and crew, if either drops to 0, you lose. Supplies, most choices cost supplies. If you run out, your options are limited. Combat stats, we checked those. Okay, we're up against, they only have 11 health and 14 crew, and all of their values are 1. Our ship is better than theirs in every single way. Dice pool, number of dice your opponent, health and crew, the same. Combat stats. This is the opponent's choice for the current turn. It will be executed simultaneously with your own. These are your available choices for the current objective. Each choice has a supply cost, a cost to your supplies. Right. So, keep her steady will prevent damage to health. Aim and fire will deal damage. Wasteful barrage will cost only one supply. It's grayed out. Can we not use that? Deal 11 damage. Lose all supplies. Gain 5 loot. I don't think we want to lose all our supplies, so we're going to... If you win the event, all treasure will be rewarded as bonus plunder. Shoot is started. Crown battle is started. Being released in China first. That's interesting. Well, allow them to hammer out any design issues. Combat log tracks all objective choices and resulting efforts. Click on the highlighted choice. We're going to aim. We're going to do 3 to 4 damage. Now you and the opponent roll all dice in your dice pools. The outcome will determine the effectiveness of your choice. So we have 1 die and they have 1 die. They're going through all of their supplies, it looks like. Okay. They successfully destroyed all of our fucking supplies. The opponent is -3 health. Yeah, they destroyed all of our supplies. Your choice has reduced their health. Oh boy. Well, theirs has destroyed all of our supplies. Without supplies, you can no longer make battle choices. Switch to support choices to resupply. Switch to support. Battle support. Support choices. I see. Okay. Choice grants you supplies at the cost of your ship's health. Take 6 damage to gain 10 supplies. And we roll. We took 6 health but gained 10 supplies. Apparently we're going to deal 8 damage. We're going to lose all our supplies again, but we're going to gain 5 treasure. Sure. We rolled a 4. Alright, we lost some health and supplies. But we got 3 cohesion, 10 coin, and supplies as rewards, and 50 black powder. Click to send the ship back to pier. Oh.
Backwater, this. I wonder if there's gold to be found here.
Who cares? We need to find that Spanish wench.
Her ship was in bad shape. Barbara State Port is close by. I bet she's there.
Alright, the debris of a recent fight reaches our island, carrying a handful of exhausted pirates with it. Their ship was attacked by a pirate hunter under the Spanish flag, Amara, no doubt. Well, we'll take them in.
People need shelter too. Let's make sure we're providing.
We'll click to send the ship back to our pier. Yo-ho. Yo-ho. A pirate's life. For me. Honey, we're home! Show details. See. 2 events. Ship took 11 damage. None to the crew. 19 supplies were used. Repair cost will be 7 planks. Click to repair ship. Seashells. What? Excuse me, what? We have 7,000. Deposit a shellfisher. Shellfisher needs to be unlocked first. I have no idea what the hell just happened there. Let's see. The landlubber. Where do we repair? Where do we repair? Ship at pier. Ships. Repairing ship usually done at its assigned pier. Cost construction resources. If ship is docked at the pier, click the repair button. I Don't see a repair button anywhere. Repair ship. There we go. Ah. They've got to carry the planks. But not walk the plank. Quest completed. Complete Barbos Bay. Barbos Bay, far away in time. Barbos Bay, far away. We have added another Swabi. Right. Jump to event. Amara is keeping Rambouillet locked up here. Let's bust him out. Recommended ship 1. 2 with 2 gun damage or above will embark.
Always forward.
Damnation. Is this the slowest ship ever built? We might just swim the
Teach.
Barbos Bay instead.
Quit your whining. Nice beard though. Yo ho, yo ho. Okay, let's see. Fresh drifters. Sailors, scoundrels, crown deserters, people of all walks of life drift to our shores. Is this a redeemable game today? Not that I am aware of. It doesn't need redeeming except the tutorial user interface is occasionally opaque. So far, he's referring to the first game and the third game I've done of the demos so far being not fit to be released as demos. It is okay, yeah. It looks great. It plays nicely. The UI has some obstructions in it. It's just, the UI has been the only real issue I've had so far. Let's see. People of all walks of life drift to our shores. Some would welcome them with open arms. Others harbor suspicion towards the new arrivals. What should we do? We can welcome them all, and it'll cost us some stew. We currently have 85 stew stowed away in our stew stove. And it'll cost us 15 cohesion. Our cohesion is not great. Our Cambria is pretty good, though. Take only the able-bodied. We get only 10 drifters. Costs less stew, but a lot less cohesion. We pluck their valuables. That's kind of a dick move. We'll take the able-bodied. The rest of you, start swimming, lads. Or, if you prefer, we can employ you as stew. Fresh drifters. You know that guy? Well, yeah. He hates it when you don't call him by his full first name, though. He always goes, it's not Stu, it's Stewart, okay? Fresh drifters. We have no need for the old and the weak. Old and weak. All hands will get a place. Able hands will get a place on our island. The rest we send off with the next ship. Oh, okay. We don't make them swim. I feel better. A little. So our base is Skull Rock. We've got a much better, cooler sounding base than Barbos Bay. Barbos Bay does have the alliterative advantage. I'll give them that.
Our mark.
So you followed us. Hold on there. Are you here for our ship? Then you don't have to take our fire.
Uh-huh. Okay, so our objective is to defend for 3 turns. They're going to be shooting at us for 2 to 3 damage. We can try to gain 15 treasure and just eat the damage. That's a lot of treasure. I like treasure. I don't know. We had a 4 and they had a 1. So I think we took less damage. Because they rolled a 1 instead of like a 6, which might have given them extra damage. They're trying to deal 2 to 3 more damage to our crew. Well, we don't like that. Prevent 3 to 4 damage. Prevent 3 to 4 damage to crew, which is what they're shooting at. We'll take cover! We got a 6, so I assume we're going to take nothing. Right, we just lost the 1 supplies for using that card. They're going to try to deal 2 to 3 more damage to our crew. Take cover! We again lost a supply because that's what it cost to... Okay, now we have to reduce the enemy's heart health to 0. Alright, he's going to be 2 to 3 damage to our heart. We can deal 3 to 4 to his. We can deal 5 to 6 but lose 1 or 2 crew. That also prevents 3 to 4, so we'll deal 3 to 4 and hopefully they'll give us none. They'll take us 2 of our supply. We peeled off 4 of their health. Opponent gains 2 dice next turn. Give 1 die to the player next turn. So that's what he's doing. Well, now might be the time to do 5 to 6 and lose a crew. It's probably going to be... Yeah, it's probably the same. Oh, we left them on 1. Cost us 2 crew. And they're going to deal 6 to 7 to heart. We'll just go ahead and heavy fire on that. Barbos Bay event completed. Alright, we took 2 health, we lost 2 crew, and 5 supplies. Hey, Fat Buddy, good evening. Our rewards are 13 cohesion, so we're all feeling pretty good about ourselves. 110 coin. 3 supplies. You'll note it has bottles and kegs. I wonder what kind of supplies. By the way, in the box, nacho chips. And 50 black powder.
Enjoy your little victory while you can. This is far from over.
Shakes fist at player.
I was right to put my trust in you lot. Thanks for pulling me out.
We broke our tavern keep out of prison, our first real victory against the crown. Amara has promised swift revenge.
Now let's make for home. Amara's flagship will be fixed up any moment now. No doubt she'll come for us then.
Yeah, well, we'll show her, won't we? We'll show her. What's our cargo? Yeah, the black powder. I thought we got like 15 cargo. Or was that supplies? I thought it was cargo. Anyway, we're back. We'll return back to port.
Why did the Spanish wench kidnap you anyway?
Perhaps she thinks this tavern keep is more dangerous than all we lot.
No, it's because bald guys with beards are dead sexy and she couldn't resist us. Him. Couldn't resist him.
I got us all here, didn't I?
I like the mini game for combat. I think that has a lot of possibilities. I hope they do. I mean, I'm sure they do more with it, but I think it's something they could turn into a really fun component of the game. We hear shouting from offshore. Familiar faces from Amara's ship are clinging to flotsam and driftwood. More survivors of our harrowing escape coming to join the crew. Fish them out.
Our island has all we need to build defenses. Let's get to it, and soon.
Okay, pirates can take a lot, but lack of food or proper shelter will push the toughest sailors to the brink of outrage. How do we address their anger? Tend to this at once, appease them with coin and buy some time. Set this aside for now. Well, we got food. Maybe we don't have enough housing. I'll tend to this at once. Okay, that is the rising outrage. What do we have there? Input now. Oh. Let's unpause. We have to produce stone blocks and build a gun tower. Have rising satisfaction in all pirate camps for at least 60 seconds. I think we needed more housing, realistically. That is the small gun tower. And that is stone and a quarry. Needs to be placed on a deposit. Oh, I mean, it's rock. It's all rock. What kind of deposit are we looking for? Oh, up there? Well, that's fertile. Needs to be placed on deposit. I'm trying here. Oh, found it. Is that the only place? Ah, there's a couple more. I see them now. Oh, that's probably the closest. Yeah, that's the only one that's close enough. We're going to need a stone cutter. All right, they both need to be connected up. I guess we have to wait for those to be finished before we can connect them up. Are the drunks all fighting again? I think they are. As you progress, the Crown will inevitably send ships to attack you. They'll target attack points around your island. You can select a pirate camp to show all relevant attack points. Building gun towers to defend these attack points will prevent Crown ships from destroying your buildings. Do we see any attack points? Shallow Pier, Stonecutter, we got those. Was it here? No. That's drink. Food. That's those. Small gun tower. Can't be placed on water, unsurprisingly. Oh, okay, it's showing over here somewhere. Coastal area, not protected. Unprotected attack point. Needs to be placed in the pirate camp. There. That will work, apparently. We'll pause. We need to repair. Repair the ship. Okay, the buildings are coming together, I think. The connections menu is not great. All right, we got those going, that going. What are we doing? We got a good amount of booze. We've got a decent amount of stew. Stuart, sorry, Stuart. My bad. I'll try to keep that straight. You know, no pirate camp connection. Excuse me, what? doesn't seem... Oh, there we go. It's not connected. It says it's not connected to a pirate camp. I do not understand. Quest completed. What was that? That was... Outrage. Our pirates' needs were not met. This will only feel... Yeah, God. You see, this is the kind of thing where they don't really tell you what's happening. Like this just says it's not connected, but I connected it, okay? This one is connected, but it's connected through here, so it can't be connected, but it's connected. What? How does that work? I have no idea. I would say that it can't, but evidently I would be wrong. So we remove that again. We'll keep trying. You see, I can click, there's a connector there. And a connector there. Can I now connect that to that? No, why can I not? I do not know. Needs to be placed on a steep surface. Connections. Connector. Why isn't it working? I have no goddamned clue. Okay, whatever that was doing, it wasn't doing anything. No pirate camp connection. Yes, I'm well fucking aware of that. And this won't go up for reasons that I do not know. So this isn't built, but that got built. It has no connection, but... I don't even know what that is, but it's nothing there is doing. That was the stone making camp, right? I think. A stone cutter, what I was putting there. That's the quarry on the wall. That's the stone cutter. Okay, now, will that actually build? We don't know. Looks like it's actually going to build. Can we now connect it? Good question. Simple paths, bridges, and ladders. Roads are slightly faster than bridges and ladders. Cliff paths. Cliffs are slightly faster than bridges and ladders, but I try to build it and I cannot build it. It won't go up. This is the kind of frustration I was talking about. I have no idea why that doesn't work. And it really pisses me off. See, there's two things. There's connectors and cliff paths. But if I try to connect, it says too close to start. Do they have to be on the same cliff? No, I don't think so. I mean, there was no room for it over there. It had to be on a flat spot. That's the quarry, and it had to be in the quarry spot where there was the ore. And here, okay, it comes over here, and now suddenly it can build a bridge. Why? I don't know. Can we now connect that up? Battered refugees, welcome them all. That will absolutely murder our cohesion. Put them in quarantine. That'll cost us a buttload of stew that we do not currently have. Take only the healthy. We go back to connections, and we can't connect to this. This thing doesn't connect to anything else. All right, so this is interesting. We can remove all of those connections. So this is coming over to here, but not connecting to anything. So theoretically, if we try the connector to that, it immediately gives us a bridge that leads to nowhere, and then jumps around in mysterious ways. So we come back here and we try cliff path. That needs to be on steep surfaces. But we can't click and drag it or connect up. You put the bridge across the cliff when you built the building. It put a bridge across the cliff. Yes, it did. When I connected these two. But I don't know if these are even actually connected, because I don't think they are. Can I delete the bridge? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can delete the bridge. So we've got stuff across. So if we try connections again. Click on that. Click on that. That certainly implies that it's now connected, right? You'd agree with that? That should now connect. Can we make another connection? Down to here. It says no. It's telling me no. Now it does. Okay. It seems like the least efficient conceivable way, but whatever. Produce stone blocks, build a gun tower. Well, theoretically, it should be able to function. I have no idea if it's actually going to work or not. This is not connected. Should now be connected. We've got food, we've got drink.
Everything's ready. We can build our first gun tower.
I would like to, if possible, connect that to this. But it doesn't seem like it wants to. Gun towers. Need to be within range and line of sight of an attack point. An unprotected attack point is indicated by a broken shield icon. That's there. Is that thing building? It is building now. Good. Okay. Gun towers are inactive until they have enough ammunition in storage. Supply them with black powder so they can produce ammunition. Once the gun tower is active, its attack points will turn green and become protected. When a crown ship is en route to your island, this icon will appear that it's destined to attack. Incoming attacks have different levels and different health. Your towers will deal their damage to the ship health first. If that does not sink the ship, it will return fire and destroy a tower. When an attack point is not defended, an attacking crown ship will start bombarding the island. Every building is attacked in the attack pirate camp will enter crisis state. Buildings will shut down. Pirates will die. Satisfaction will drop. That's understandable. We're not having satisfaction rising yet. Where's the satisfaction? Why don't we have satisfaction? Satisfy any pirate camp for a time. Not enough housing. That was the problem. Okay, I did know that that was a problem. I simply forgot. Because I was trying to get that thing working. All right, housing. We've got 3 locations we can build it at. Cycle through. Unselect. I have 3 of those. That's the building list that I currently have. Okay, construction. Tents. All right, here we are. Well, that will be good. How's the satisfaction go? Minus 42 housing. I'm going to make sure we've got enough housing. I can't easily see how much housing we've got. That wasn't enough. All right. It says still minus 42. Needed by 41, 30, let's see. 37 are provided. We definitely need a lot more housing. Trying to find a good place to put additional housing. Will that work? Looks like it works. Let's see how that does for us. All right, we're currently at 37, and in construction is 6. Holy crap. Our island's going to consist of nothing but freaking housing. Does each one only hold like 2 people? Because we've got... it says it does provide 2 housing. Is there anything else we can do to build more? Because holy crap, that's just... Those are not connected, right. Working on it. All right, they're all connected now. Let's see, we got 22 being made. That isn't nearly enough yet. We need another 20. Oh, God, what the hell? Okay. Lots of housing coming in. Wish I'd been aware that this was going to be a problem. They kinda didn't mention it. And there we go. We've got one that's not connected. We'll add one more house. That's not connected either. All right. All right, why aren't those connected? That one's connected. Well, let's demolish the ones that aren't connected. Why aren't you demolishing? Why can I not demolish those? The game is really good, but it has got some really annoying implementation issues. Like, I'm certain I'm doing something wrong here, but I have no idea what it is. It won't connect. Okay, did it actually connect? I have no idea. Looks like it's going through a mountain. Is it going under the mountain? I can't tell. I still have no goddamned idea. Because these are showing that it's not connected. But when I try to destroy them, it doesn't let me, because reasons. This is exactly the kind of frustration I talked about at the beginning of the stream when I talked about Sims and games. That's not connected. How is that not connected? I have no goddamned clue in the world. They look connected to me. Damn it. They... had to click multiple times to get that to function. And it looks like it's connected, but it says it's not connected. All right, that one's building now, so it must be connected. I have no actual idea, because these still say not connected, despite the fact that they have a connection. I don't know why. I honest to God have no fucking idea why. This is exactly what I was talking about when I talked about these games having a tendency to just not explain themselves and have things not work for no reason. That one's building. They walked through this one to get to that one. That one's building. I can zoom in, but... Okay, now it... So those two are not connected, but that one now is. Is this one going to be connected now? Is it just because the construction hasn't finished? It doesn't say that I'm building anymore. It thinks I'm done building. All right, that one's not connected. Why? I fucking have no idea. It's extending out from an already existing house. Why no work? Me no know. Okay, that looks like it connects up a bunch of stuff. Will it? I'm clicking. It's not building. It refuses to build. It's green, like I could build it, but it won't let me build it. It won't let me build. It shows green, which should mean you can build this. It doesn't, but it should. Let's see. How about... No. Okay, that one's building. And that one's building. All right, now, jeez, I built something there that I didn't want, that I didn't click on, because I was clicking on this icon to hope that it would... All right, we've got enough housing. What the fuck? Well, it's a strictness I would be fine with if we had an explanation as to why. That's what's making me just absolutely bug fuck crazy. This one isn't connected despite the fact it has a connection. Okay. Yay! Satisfaction is going up. How's the gun tower going? Where the gun tower? It's missing the stone. Okay. We've got one fetcher and two green hands, and over here at the quarry, we're producing a bunch. A warehouse. Weapons, drink, food, materials. Connector resource. Stone blocks. And I'm going to guess the problem is all hands on deck for that, and all hands on deck for that. So we can finish the damn thing. What happened to my time of satisfaction? We don't have enough food. Okay. See this. Why did I think... We've got 33 food. Why does it think we have none? I do not know. Where's the food? That's the food. That's the tavern. That's the food. They just don't do a good job. Almost none of these games, which I really are kind of game that I like. But if they don't do a good job showing you the levers, all right, the tower is building. And we're back getting satisfaction. There was a ka-chink in there. I have no idea what that was. We have 48. We need 2 more stone in the tower. That's guys moving stone blocks. So we can stop the all hands on deck in those 2 locations. What is reset? That has reset. Okay, the outrage is done. No, yes, the outrage is done. Have rising satisfaction. Just the display of information and which knobs are connected to which dials and buttons, and what kind of outcomes you're going to get. Why because I set them there. Okay, this hopefully is going to the correct location, but probably not. It appears to be going to the correct location. We are losing our cohesion. We didn't, I guess, get to 60. I'll watch that this time. We're at 20. Hopefully that will finish. We're at 30. Hopefully that'll finish the tower.
Do you think that this means the tower is enough?
It got to 40 and stopped.
Let's give it a shot, shall we?
Food and beer are both down. No, it wasn't the tavern, it was the moonshine still. Supply it fully. Select the gun tower. Ammunition, production versus drain. Black powder. Max capacity. Okay, how do we move the black powder there? Gun towers are inactive until they have enough ammunition. Supply them with black powder so they can produce ammunition. Once a gun tower is active, it's attack. Okay, how? it's giving me a block auto connections. I don't want to. Production versus drain. Ammunition. Black powder connection. Is it being moved automatically? I mean, I know I have black powder. It was on the ship. Is it? Black powder supply. Ammunition and storage. Ammunition requires ammunition production. Yeah, okay. Damage dealt per shot. Got it. Right. Black powder supply. Okay, the powder supply is going up. Or going down. And that's producing ammunition. These rotating supply things are not especially helpful. We're down to 10 on our cohesion. I'm curious, will we actually get to 60 this time? Before something will cause it to fail again? Exactly what isn't known, because it doesn't show that there is an outbreak going on right now when I look over. 7, 8, 9. Oh, gosh. Hard work and a hefty sum of coin are enough to satisfy our crew. Glad that's over. Cohesion's at 10. We didn't quite lose. We're trying to supply it. Woodcutter misfortune. Oh, that's charming. Community event. There have been some nasty accidents at the woodcutting site. How could you have an accident when you're just dealing with big guys wielding axes with a free flow of alcohol? I don't understand. Burn tobacco and cleanse the area. We don't have tobacco. Sacrifice criminals to the forest spirits. Where our cohesion's at 10, maybe not. What? Keep calm and carry on. Be more careful. Add careful work cutters for 30 minutes. Effective structures. Wood cutters. Production minus 75%. Fine. Outcome. All right, we'll go back here. We're base values, production. It's going up. We're going to have ammunition anytime in my lifetime. We're almost there. We're so close I can taste it. I'm going to reduce our speed.
Good work. Next time the Mara strikes, we'll be ready.
Here she comes.
The crown's wrath will rain down upon you soon.
When a crown ship is en route to your island, this icon will appear at its destined attack point. Choose resources to make a connection. I don't know what that is referring to. This is the attack point targeted by the crown ship. Incoming attacks have different health levels. Different levels with different health. Pardon me. Pardon the yawn. Your towers will deal their damage to the ship first. If it doesn't sink the ship, it'll return fire and destroy a tower. We have one tower. Oh, is that her? Here they come. They're coming in too fast. Here she comes. Here she comes. All right, gun tower, do your thing. But it's going to do like 1 damage, and I think it gets destroyed, and then she blows everything up. Because it's only going to do 1 cannon damage. But here it comes. She's making pretty tight turns. We blew her up. The island is protected and the attacking ship is successfully destroyed. Well done. +5 cohesion.
Rest in peace, you blasted wench.
Careful, woodcutters. There was no sign of Amara in the wreckage. I believe she escaped. Of course she did.
I believe she escaped.
Damnation. Can that one stay dead for once?
I told you, it takes more than that to kill a captain.
We'll be ready next time. Let's expand, build defenses, show her what this crew can do.
New building, pirate camp, guano gatherer. I will resist referring to any of you as being qualified as a guano gatherer. I am going to call it here for the evening. I think the game looks really good, but some of the interface elements and the knobs and dials and the information it's being given are tough for at least me to follow. And I have a lot of experience in these games, and I do get frustrated in them. It's because, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, generally speaking, they very frequently are built on complex systems and do not give you enough information or fine enough tuning on the dials and knobs and switches. And that's the case here. If you've got the patience for it, definitely try the demo. I think there's a lot of really good stuff here. I find the combat particularly interesting, that they, instead of just having something hand-waving, they've made a little mini card game out of it. I think that's very cool. There are a lot of really good pieces to this. I won't be wishlisting it yet. The rough edges and frustrations for me were real. You may not have the problems I did. So that's sort of my summary for this one. This is the best of the games I've seen so far by a long march, a long sail, shall we say, from the demos. We've had 2 demos that shouldn't have been demos. We've had one that was okay, but not compelling. This one's almost compelling. It has a lot of individual parts that I find very compelling. But as a whole, the controls and the information going in and out of the systems is a bit too thick, a bit too obscure. Now, maybe after a few more hours of play, everything would become a lot, well, I'm sure everything will become a lot clearer and such. I will wait for release and give it a look then and see how the final reviews are on it. It is not unlikely to end up being one that I buy. I would say that that's likely. We have 3. No pirate camp connection to the right. All hands on deck 2. Resource drain too high too. The resource drain is too high on the food. And the whatever that is. Woodcutter. But I'm going to call it here. I want to thank all of you for hanging out. As always, I am very, very appreciative. I'll be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with one of these other games, which I will give you the list on right now. It'll be another demo. Iron Nest, Heavy Turret, No Way Back, Dark Horizon, The Mound, Omen of Cthulhu. Although that's a co-op, I don't expect that will play well solo. It's meant to be a 2 to 4 co-op. Frontier Path of Shadows, Sublight, Dungeon Settlers, County of Fortune, Rivage, Bread and Blood, and then we just finished with Corsair Cove. So those are the ones I'll be playing, if not tomorrow, in the days to come. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. You tried Shroom and Gloom and The Secret of Weepstone. Liked them both. Could you, actually, give me a sec. Gloom, Shroom and Gloom. I think I saw that one and it didn't grab me. I'll give that a look. And The Secret of Weepstone. Well, it's a console game. Guess it's coming as well. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope the rest of your Saturday night goes great. Possibly Sunday morning. I'm back tomorrow, usual time. I'll probably choose one of the demos that I can get done relatively quickly because Sunday night is Guild Wars 2 raid night. And that it'll be at 8 p.m. Pacific, so an hour usually after I stop streaming, I do that. I am not yet comfortable enough to start streaming those myself, but other people stream them and you can hear my witty commentary and banter. There'll probably be anywhere from like 2 to 5 people streaming in, so if you see a group of Guild Wars 2 streamers all with the plus the same number, that's probably our raid group. I'm back tomorrow. I hope the rest of your night kicks ass. The rest of your weekend kicks ass. Take care, guys, and